All of us lead very busy lives. Our students are no different. With our students, they have to sleep, they've got to come to school, there are sporting commitments, there are social commitments, there's study. Now each one of us has 86,400 seconds per day. Even the busiest person in the world still has the same amount of time. We have 168 hours every week. It's not a matter of how much time we have, because we've established we all have the same, but it's how we use that time wisely and effectively. I've designed a student organizational tool called the Student Organization and Application Plan, SOAP, or SOAP. Now, there are lots of benefits of SOAP, and student organization is one of them. In this plan, we will see how we can take stress levels down, we can take marks up. By teaching the principle of infusing urgency, that means making the task urgent before the final moment, it's amazing how stress levels will come down and marks will go up. With this plan, I'll also show you how to set a due date. And how to set a due date, that's the date you're actually going to do your work. How to bring your assignments in early, show it to your teachers and get better marks. This will reduce stress, and it'll also give you better marks because you're not leaving it till the last minute and you're also getting some help from the teacher. I'll treat this as a workshop. Now, our diaries have been designed in a very specific way. There is a card at the front of the diary which shows you how to use the diary, but the inside of the diary has two columns. One column for when your assignments or your home learning is due, and another column where your assignments or your home learning needs to be done. That's the do column. Now, I say to all our students as I teach them about this in the classroom, the first thing they need to put in there is their commitments. And let's imagine the student has got swimming commitments on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So we would put in there swimming on Tuesdays and swimming on Thursdays. Then we look at what time is available to us. So on a Monday, we're nice and refreshed. At the beginning of the week, we might have 90 minutes. On swimming night, we might only have 30 minutes. On Wednesday, we might want to do 90 minutes. On Thursday, perhaps 30 minutes again. And on Friday, we want the night off, so we might put in there 0. On the weekends, we might feel that we can do another 60 minutes or maybe 120 minutes, but let's put in 60 for this Year 7 student. That gives you the amount of time that you're actually going to work on your home learning during the week. After that, we put in the days that our home learning is due. So for example, maths is probably due on a Thursday. So using this example up here, we're going to write in here, maths, home learning, due. And we do that for all the 4 core subjects, English, humanities, and science as well. After that, we decide on what day we are going to do our maths. So the only rule we have is that we can't do it the night before, because if we do it the night before and we get stuck on it, we would end up without doing our maths homework, and that could lead us to a detention, which we call home learning class. So let's decide on doing maths perhaps on a Monday, and the maths home learning will probably take about 40 minutes. So we follow this example at the top and we write do maths home learning, and maybe it might take us 40 minutes. So we put that in. This column here is for ticking that off when it is done. And everyone loves ticking off lists, including shopping lists and to-do lists and all that type of thing, because it releases endorphins within us, makes us feel good. Now we do that for each of the 4 core subjects, for science, for humanities, and also for English. We don't only do that for 1 week, but we do it for 5-week blocks. So that means that all our home learning has got an allocated time during the week. The other thing that we also add to this is our assignments. So for example, we might be given an assignment here on the 8th of June, and it might be due on, let's pick a date, 25th of June. Okay, so what we do then is we put in here that we have received perhaps it's an English assignment, and was given on the 8th of June, and it's due on the 25th of June. Now, because it's only an assignment which is probably 2 weeks long, we would allocate that we will bring it into the teacher on perhaps the 22nd of June. So here we would write for the 25th of June, assignment due, and here on the 22nd we would write in big letters, bring English assignment in, or you may want to highlight that or put a bubble around it or something. But if we can actually bring this in on that day to the teacher, it means that we now have 3 days to fix up anything the teacher tells us to fix up, and it means that when the assignment is actually due, our marks are going to go up, and as a result our stress levels are going to go down for the parents as well as the students. So just recapping very quickly, the first thing we do is we put in our commitments. The second thing we do is we look at what time is available to us during the week. The third thing we do is put in when everything is due. And after we put that in, the next thing we do is we allocate a time that we are going to do it. When it's done, we tick it off. We know it works for us. With our assignments, we put in what the assignment is, maybe a little bit more for description in there, when it was given, when it's due, but this is very important because we're now setting ourselves a new due date, and with that new due date, that's what we're working towards. I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and I know that if you use the system, what's going to happen is stress levels are going to go down because there's no urgency at the last minute, and marks are going to go up because you're getting help from your teacher. I wish you all the best as you use the Student Organisation and Application Plan.